I was 15 years old and in the home, but I say, oh, that's one with a little vibe and thing, and all of a sudden my mind just run upon a cat home and say, yo, say that girl have to come on my list. Because when you're young and you say to yourself, say, yeah, you see Kim, you see Sade, you see Poochie, you see Pinky, and you say, alright, cool, I have to get in a Pinky jazz. You understand? Yeah. And so, boy and boy, them times they used to this, just, pre and explore and thing, and I say, alright, cool. I have to make sure, say, yo, I get Pinky on the list, so I link Pinky, and Pinky say, yo, but the bops. I'm say, wait there. I say, alright, roll come cross, and Pinky forward cross. Them time, mind you, as we state, this is how I lost my virginity. It's your boy Jovi Royalty. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode, and I thank you for staying tuned. I just ended my season 2 of the journey through life. Now I am on Let's Talk. And so this series is gonna involve a lot of different topics. It's gonna involve a lot of people sharing their stories, and we're gonna get more and more intimate. We're gonna get more close, and we're gonna spend some more time as a family. Yeah, man. So continue to like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends and family about it. It's free, friends. Just touch the button, not hurt you. Right? So let's go right into it. Let's talk about sex. Some sets a bomb. I'm the home. I'm just deep up in my feelings. I feel like, just want to forget a catty come across and just take up the phone. I'm say the number. I think about a B. I'm say, yo, I'm link her. Make sure you know what I go on, because my eye right now. Just to tell her everything what she need to know. Hey, I'm here. I'm just all alone. Can you come over? Kind of feel high right now. Wait upon. You can't come. Yeah, man, forward, man. Here one, man. Just a little move, a little one fling and thing, and I would just make a little move and I hit that. What you say? Dep on that? Alright. Forward. Prepare for it thing, you see me? Yeah. Dead now. I mean, you out, but boss, now. Can we keep it real up in here today? Like, real? Real? You sure? Alright, so we're gonna just let the curtains down and we're gonna just get straight to it. Now, this is a topic that a lot of people they run away from, they shy away from, especially as Adventists. So many of you might not know, but I am an Adventist. I am a baby, a child, and I can tell you that this journey has been a up and down one, right? But looking at the topic, a lot of persons they go through this and them hide it. Them things say something them can't talk about because this is a sin, and boy, mercy, God I gotta just come and strike me dead. But let me first declare that what I'm about to talk about is not something that I condone or I would say you need to do in order for you to know that this is something good or it is something bad. From a biblical perspective, this should be done in marriage and not outside of marriage. But we know that several persons, they say, yo, you can't go in a marriage without you know go on, no pussy in a bag and so forth. So this is a topic that a lot of people will have different opinions on. But for me personally, I have been a person who I believe that exploring in that era was one that I have done several times throughout my lifetime here on earth, right? And so a lot of people me have out there, enough woman, enough girl out there hate me like nothing. Them call me crosses, drunk road, dog, player, all sort of something. But at the end of the day, I am so happy, I'm elated for those experiences, because at the end of the day, people, that's what I used as the example to what I want and I don't want my children or child to go through. But here what them say, experience teaches wisdom, right? And so that's why today I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be sharing some of that small little nuggets of wisdom with you today. So the topic 6. Well, sex basically for us, we look at it as a gender, male, female. But this sex that I'm talking about is the intercourse, where vagina meet body or vagina meets penis, right? And so for persons who know me, wanna know say I'll keep it real, right? So if you know that you can't manage this type of conversation, then feel free, you can look past this content. But I do welcome everybody to listen on, and I want you to leave your comments as well down below, because this is something where more phone involvement. I'm sharing with you today my story as to how I lost my virginity. So boy and boy, I have a boss from a long time, right? As I tell you now. And so because of that, as a little youth growing up, there were a lot of females where me used to flock around and me used to flap me. And boy and boy look nice and now look old and thing, and all these things. But yeah, when me set so bomb, and as you could see illustrated earlier, I said so bomb, I'm take up the phone and I just make a one call and I say Buddy Bops. Yeah, I'ma start sweet talk and put in the lyrics, and from there so you know what happened already. Girl and girl get up in her feelings, and yeah man, link make. Now when link never normal. So remember it was at the age of 15, and me the woman I just say yo, I'm kinda up in a vibe, cause those days I remember when me used to watch porn. Yeah, some I actually used to struggle with it too, or maybe still a struggle, but don't feel no way about it. It's something that you can pray about. That is one of the first things I can say, but you have to personally want to get rid of it as an habit or something that you run to, especially if it's a case where you say to yourself, say yo, man, I lie still about I want to get it and I can't get it, and but just love to see other people have sex. But me can tell you, it not worth it. For me, masturbation is not nothing that gives me joy, never brings me joy. It's something I'm gonna do even up to this day, And yeah, sometimes you may get in a little mood and you say, yo, you want to call a little cat and you say, yo, come put on this or do this or do that. But I can tell you that the moment you start watching porn, it's gonna be a temptation. And in the end, when you continue to watch this, I'll leave some real nuggets for you to things that you should stay away from, things that you should actually do to be able to help you on this journey of not being in an entanglement, being in situationships, or even having yourself regretting a bad situation or a decision that you would have been held in or made. So I was 15 years old, and at home, but I say, oh, that's one with a little vibe and thing, and all of a sudden my mind just run upon a cat home and say, yo, say that girl you have to come from my list. Because when you're young and you say to yourself, say, yeah, you see Kim, you see Sade, you see Poochie, you see Pinky, and you say, alright, cool, I have to get in a Pinky jazz. You understand? Yeah. And so boy and boy them times they used to this just pre and explore and thing, and I say, alright, cool. I have to make sure say yo, I'm get Pinky on the list, so I link Pinky and Pinky say, yo, Buddy Bops. I'm say, where there? I say, alright, roll come cross, and Pinky forward cross, them time, mind you, as we state, this is how I lost my virginity. So Pinky is the type of girl who knows say yo, me is a youth in the streets, born and growing at the ghetto, so you're in the streets, you know your thing. So Pinky knows say, boy and boy know them thing already. But little did Pinky know that she gonna be the one for broke it, because she thinks say they broke it before. But I want to tell you say that experience was one where it felt as if it wasn't the first time, but it was the first time, and Pinky, to her, she felt like this was done already before from my end. I think even up to this day she wouldn't know that she was the one who actually took it. But you know what I learned from that lesson though, friends and families? I learned that you will have yourself feeling for something, and the moment when it gone, it either make you feel like you want it more, or it make you feel like, okay, this was it, that was all, like, oh, okay. But that moment for me was a moment where it just made me want it more. So I tried and tried and tried more and more, different occasions came. I remember one time there was even this other female, and as a young youth, you didn't even know how to actually, insert a certain way. So it's like it come my things say, oh yeah, tap you, but you didn't even know how to do them little things there. It's an opportunity to pass and miss, and some other things came where, it did it. You get it, but it just never happened. But what I try to say is, you will have times when things like that happen to you, and it can either have you going deeper and deeper into it, and you can put yourself into trouble. You can put yourself into problems, because there are several things that can happen. You can either catch STDs, STIs, or you can even have the person pregnant, or you yourself can end up being in a situation where you get so entangled with this person. You don't know what kind of family history them have, what kind of crosses are run behind them, and you now have yourself wrapped up into this, and so that's why it comes back to what I was saying earlier, that God said a man shall leave his mother and his father and cleave unto his wife. You understand? So it simply means this should be something that you do within the confines of a marriage, because at the end of the day, something God love, and I don't want nobody to come and say, oh, you shouldn't be condoning this and you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't have done that. But sex is good. Sex, everything that God made initially in Genesis, if you read it, he said that it was good. You understand? And I can tell you that it is good. But for somebody out there today, if you are involved in it and you're finding it hard to come out, I can relate to you, because I was there. If you are contemplating it and you have not yet done it, it can't wait. It not run gone away. It will always be there. And best me tell you this, Jovi Royalty tell you this, that it is something you will enjoy more when you think of holding it out until you find the right person where you say, I do too. You see, I understand the whole idea of, I don't want to push in a bag, because you may say, suppose this person, them not the right size, because women, keep it real. Like, only me I talk to men, on a kind of easy but little bit. So I'm talk to the women them. Some of you want a specific kind of penis. You want this length, you want this look, and so you say, okay, I want to make sure I say, I'm going to try this guy if I know say I can manage this, or I have this, so when I know say if it is that things go further, then I can decide. But in that moment, you know things say, suppose it not go that further. So you end up giving yourself a put fullness, that sacred, that part of your body that you should not be giving to somebody, anybody like that outside of marriage. And you put yourself in a issues. Someone on can't let go for the man again, because boy, that boy, him have it nice, I'm say when he put it down for me that way, and he turn me that way, I say, girl, my head mash up. And so what happened? On the head really get mash up. So on the carry that same toxic feeling, that same energy from that past, and on take it into on a future, into no current relationships. And mind you, someone just believe say you can't take the blame and say, I really have an issue. So just always blame the other party when it is that things not work out. But it's really and truly that still hurting from something, and that's why they're saying hurt people hurt is so real, because so many of you are out there giving yourselves to men who are not. Come on now. So many of you are giving the wife privileges in a girlfriend situation. So many of you are doing things that a wife should be doing while you are a girlfriend. And so that's why on a mind, on a head, on a body, on a soul mash up. And on know how on for bounce back, because on give that part of on self to the wrong person. Woman, that message was for you. Moving on. Now for the man them. Every fractal on see a road you don't want to jump in. Everything on see a road you say, yo, catty, yo, you're thick, my friend. Yo, I can't get for know you. Yo, I can't get your number. Browning. You understand? The Jamaican men them. You see, uno, me know on a stay, on a Thursday, uno have a thing too, uno where every single fractal you say, uno want, psst, yo, be on. If the girl say, yo, not interested. Hey, girl, you forgot. You know, want to tell them everything, even parts of them where them don't even know exist. But men, me are telling you this. I have been and I have experienced crosses, real or fat. Me I tell you that. And it's just because the external look nice and everything, and I have to get a touch off for that. Let me tell you no, man. Sometimes it's best on allow it alone. You hear me I tell you no? It's best on allow it alone, because coming with it is headache. Coming with it is some real Junjo fly crosses, and it can mash up on a life. But as I mentioned, just have a few tips, little nuggets as to some things that you should stay away from when it is that this comes to mind. If you feel like, say, yo, you really and truly feel horny and you feel like you want to get that done, don't take up the phone and call a person the way you know, say, yo, yeah, think about it. Don't do it. Don't send a text and say, hey, or hi, or hey, love. You know, don't get a seductive type of thing there. Don't try to reach out to the person who you know, say, your mind upon you really I think, say, yo, boy, if you're going to person, boy, I may get weak. Don't do it. Don't listen to no love song. You understand? Don't even try for masturbate. Yeah, you know, it's something that happens and it may help for some people who calm them down because it helped them. But, you know, biblically and so forth, there are a lot of things for back that up, which we'll always get into. There's a series coming for that. But that, you can stay away from that. Right? Next, I have to make sure someone find a way for this to happen. Because the moment when you do that is the moment when you put yourself in a situation where you take it from any and anybody. Anything come your way, it just fall prey to it. You know, you look at one fling and, you know, or even somebody else's partner, you believe, say, yo, you take a one thing from the person, you remember it and you want to go back to it. Don't do it. You get me, I say? You can reach out to a friend who you believe you can trust and confide in. Tell them that, hey, you know, I'm feeling this way. You know, somebody who you know is spiritual brother or sister or head or, you know, father or mother. You just say, hey, I'm feeling this way, you know, and this is how I feel. Like, really get down into talking to them about it, you know. And maybe that person, as I said, if you confide in them can give some encouragement. You know, them can help you to get over it. And a lot of times, you know, we tell people that, yo, when you read the Bible, you just feel sleepy. You can do that too. You know, you can read the Bible and maybe take your mind off it and just fall asleep. You know, and you can also do this too. Find some gospel song. Listen to the gospel song. You understand? Yeah. Or something where you really find boring, you just pick it up and you start focus your mind on it. Something when you like though, you just focus your mind on it. And you hear what? Yeah, man, me hear somebody say, boy, that not go do nothing. But trust me, try it. Focus your mind on that thing that you don't like, you dislike, and you hate it. And you'll see how your mind can channel and move out of that feeling. So, those are just a little nuggets to help you as you go through the remainder of this week. Remember, sex is beautiful. It's something that God made. He blessed it. And He said that it was good. But never you think of going into it blindsided, outside of marriage, thinking that this is going to be an examination for what I really want. And if it doesn't suit me, then I will just leave. That's how you put yourself in situationships. That's how you put yourself in heartbreaks. That's how you put yourself in having friends with benefits. A lifetime of madness. And not easy. No, I can tell you that. But if I can overcome it, so can you. Thank you very much again, friends. We look forward to hear from you on the next one. Remember to leave your comments below. And remember, it's your boy Jovi Royalty, the place where you come to stay, where lives are being impacted and changed each and every day. Look forward to see you on the next one. Heart of love from me to you. Peace out.
Ching ching, I'm out.
Ching ching.